Welcome to Loves, the Wrights.
Hey.
Love, the Wrights. Love, the Wrights.
Welcome to the right spot.
What's the right spot?
Loves the right spot.
Hey, love.
What's going on, y'all?
We missed you guys.
Missed y'all. Oh, man.
Hey,
Awful
Love
week.
CWS
Yes.
was on a staycation.
A staycation. Come on. We got to get it in some kind of
Yes,
way,
you
right?
do. Yes. Listen, guys, we admonish you. We encourage you. Even in this COVID-19.
Yes.
Those that are working at home, especially those with little ones like we have.
Right.
Parents, you know how that works. Listen.
Yep.
If your company allows you, if you are allowed to take, if you have the time, it's
Good.
okay. Put the vacation days in.
Put them in and take it. Even if
take
it's
the
one
day
day
into-
here,
yep.
one day there, it's
That's
good for
right.
your mental wellness. Come on with it.
Absolutely. And also your physical wellness as well. Because
Absolutely.
sometimes
So-
you just don't realize, how tired you are.
Right.
You may need some rest, give you an opportunity to, rearrange your house, do something in
Come
your
on,
garden.
rearrange. Come on, rearrange that house.
Do something to your balcony. Detail your car, whatever it is.
Whatever you want to do.
It's okay to take a staycation.
That's
okay?
all right. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Well,
Let's do
anyway,
it.
guys, listen. Tonight is episode number 6.
Episode number 6. Let's go.
And we want to thank you again for
Yes.
allowing us to reach over 100
From our heart.
subscribers. We are so happy.
Yes, we thank you.
And we are looking forward to many, many more episodes. But episode number 6, and the episode is entitled,
What's the title?
You Were Meant for Me.
You were meant for me.
Yeah, you are meant for me.
Come on,
Shout out to the late Donnie Hathaway.
Donnie.
And his daughter Layla.
Come on, Layla.
She remixed it. She
Sure she
re-recorded
did.
it.
Wow.
Her version is nice as well.
Absolutely.
But we'll talk more about that in a lyrical lesson.
Yes.
So listen, guys. You Were Meant for Me was actually our wedding song.
It's our wedding song.
It's a special song to us and for us. For June 17th,
Yes.
2006.
Yeah. And I don't think we actually deliberated on that song a lot. I think kind of we, said, what about this song?
Yeah,
and we kind of both agreed on it.
I think so. But why did we do that? Because during the dating and the engagement process,
Right.
We would listen to Donnie a lot.
Donnie.
Yeah.
And Donnie is a little deep.
Yes.
Not actually a lot of deep.
Right.
So that was interesting. We
Yes.
listened to Donnie Hathaway.
Listen to Donnie a lot.
Right.
Go to sleep to Donnie and all of that good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And the lyrics to the song just really touched our heart.
Yes.
But on tonight,
Come on.
the first part of this episode, we're going to talk about the wedding day.
Oh.
Listen, guys.
Yeah, so because we took you on a journey, meeting at work, different things like that,
Right.
and the courting process.
Right.
And now we up to our wedding day.
Yeah, dating
Come
process, engagement process, meeting the family, all
Yes,
that. We
yes,
kinda do all of that stuff in there.
So we know we got to get these preliminaries out the way.
Listen, what happened on you guys' wedding date for the married people? And then for the engaged couples that are out there that tune into Love CWS, what are you guys working on in regards to your wedding day? If you haven't if you haven't gotten married yet.
Come on, you got your beauty.
Yes.
And she's waiting
Yes.
on you. Or,
No, she's waiting. You should be waiting too.
Oh, no, yeah. No, you waiting too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
don't
waiting
put it all.
too.
I was gonna say, ladies.
We waiting too.
It's the engagement process
engagement.
is a couple's thing. It used back in the day, they used to say it was only for the woman, the whole thing. But no, it's
Fellas,
together.
show up.
No, you need to be on more than team show up. Don't listen to Alonzo. Don't listen to Alonzo. He's doing a little bit more than team
Make
show
sure
up.
you're
But that's a sidebar. Anyway, so for you dating couples, that are looking towards getting married, this is something for you guys to tune in and listen to. So I would say that on our wedding day,
right,
it actually did rain, right?
And
they say that's like an old wise tale, old folk tale, and it rains on your wedding day, somewhere in your wedding day. Good luck, good fortune, or whatever the case may be. Either way, we've been doing this thing for 14 years. Yes, it was blazing in June. It was very, very hot.
Yeah.
But I will say that on our wedding day, we started out, to me, great beforehand. And what I mean by that is the whole preparation leading up to that day. So that's what I really want to talk about.
Okay.
I would definitely encourage couples to stay within your budget. Define a budget. Define what type of wedding experience you guys both want. And like I said, again, back in the day, it was just what the woman wanted, what her parents wanted, because most of the time the parents, and still happens to this day, where the parents that are living give you away. They actually pay for the wedding, if not all, some of it. And then you have those that actually go half with the parents on it. Then you have those that pay for their own, and then you have some people who have both families that contribute, and then there's some people that actually take the low cost route, and decide to elope or do something very small and intimate, which it doesn't take away from the experience. To me, it depends all on what you would like, you and your future spouse, how
big, how small, how elaborate you really want to do it. And the finances too.
Yes, we didn't even get into that. But definitely the finances. So I would say for us, it was a little difficult in the planning process, because my mom was one of 11 siblings, really 12 altogether. And your mom is one of 10.
One of 10. And
then your dad was one of five, right? And then same with my dad. So it was like,
so it was a wide. We had to be accommodating.
Very accommodating.
And that's a challenge.
So that's a huge.
How do you
family.
accommodate? And should you feel the pressure of accommodating for everyone?
So let me tell you, wives, most women do feel the pressure. Brides to be, rather. So does the fiance. And that can be overwhelming. Oh my goodness, it can be so overwhelming. Aunt Johnny Mae from Florida I gotta invite her. Cousin Bubba from California.
But that's why
you haven't seen these people
in a while, in a long time.
Like
especially if they remember when you was little. That's how it is. Oh, you know what? You can't forget about your aunt. Your uncle.
And they could be your great. Okay, like, wait a minute, great aunt, not even like first.
Absolutely.
Generation or whatever the case may be, however that works.
Down the line.
Yeah. So, I mean, I definitely would suggest that to cut the list down, for those that actually, one, has been very supportive of the couple, of the engagement, of the relationship, from day one. So those are definitely number one listers. Of course, your parents, if they are assisting in any kind of financial way, anyone that they would like to, invite or would like to be present there. So that would include their siblings, their parents, your grandparents, anyone in that category, maybe someone from their company, business that knew you ever since you were. I'm just saying, if the parents are assisting,
they're gonna. Well, first of all, it's of course the parents they assist, and it's their child's day, right? So they want you to be as happy as you can be, most likely. That's what's going on. But ultimately, it's the finances that really determines how large that list is going to be.
But that's why I'm breaking it down. Then I would say if the parents are not involved and it's just you and your fiance that is actually paying for the wedding, the bulk of the wedding, like we did, right? then you can kind of take your list and scale it back, and that's exactly what I did. Even though we had a lot of people at our wedding, I would say we had at least 300. Close to 300.
Close to 3.
Yeah, close to 300 people altogether at the wedding. And that was including, servers, like everybody. It's just a larger...
So, I was going to say that I remember thinking about the wedding and not getting ahead of myself.
Yes.
Like, I thought, we're going to have a nice wedding.
Right.
I didn't get so crazy to talk about, well, how many people are going to fit here? How many people are going to fit here? I just was like, on the whole ambiance of the whole thing.
Yeah, because that fell on me. You was on
team. Now, hold on.
Team Show Up.
I was on Team Show Up. So hold on with this, though. Now, I told you, fellas, make sure you read it.
Guys.
But with that, I'm saying how you can easily get sidetracked.
Yes, you can.
With worrying about who's coming, who's not coming. Yes. Why shouldn't they come? Why should they come?
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
So, listen, we had to cut the list down. We had to say that was that. Okay, so now this is the other thing. Mm-hmm. When you have a large wedding, right, and when you have a large wedding party.
Okay.
And what I mean by wedding party, I think we had 6 and 6.
We got like a 12.
Yeah, so it was like 12.
6 room, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But with all of that being said, you have to think about that too. So that comes into transportation costs.
Yeah.
We had limousines.
Yeah.
We had a Rolls Royce for me and Alonzo, an old fashioned one. It was very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just saying all of those things, transporting to a park or a location where you're gonna have your ceremony versus where you're gonna have your reception. We actually had ours combined.
Together. I would definitely recommend that. Unless you just have this crazy, scenery for the wedding that you just can't pass up. But if you can have it together, that's the move.
It is. And then again, it becomes on the budget.
Right.
So we decided to really have a open family style type of wedding. Mm-hmm. And, to our, I guess now looking at it in retrospect, it was like the best thing that we could have ever done. And the reason why I say that is because with our wedding day footage and the reception, God bless a lot of our deceased family members that have passed away on both sides. Everyone was at that wedding, and we have it on film.
Right.
So it was a very special day.
And we went back and looked at it maybe a couple months ago.
Yeah, we did. It
was interesting.
Yeah, so we're trying to, we're in the process of trying to actually preserve it.
Right.
So that we don't lose it and it continues to get warped or messed up or anything.
But that's let me give you a tip, because it's a good thing you brought that up. Now, you most likely have videographers or someone recording your wedding, hopefully, right? But ask them this when they do that. When you guys go away and take your pictures and leave out, ask them this. Say, listen, do me this solid. Go around to each table and ask them for words of encouragement and advice. Because those words will perform as priceless for you. And the ones who are giving it won't always be with us. So you will have that on digital recording or whatever you do. That's my tip for y'all.
Yeah, that's cool. That was a cool little tip.
Yeah.
So, all of those little fun things can happen.
Right.
We did not have an open bar. Everyone was responsible for bringing their own alcoholic beverages and their liqueurs, wines, and anything else they wanted to do. Not because we don't necessarily indulge, but we did not want to
Wait a minute.
supply.
Hold on, because when it's unlimited, when it's free, watch out.
It could turn into something else. Okay,
come on.
Right. So you don't want Uncle Jim to go home with Aunt May from the other side of the family.
They're gonna do that anyway.
No.
Don't encourage.
Anyway, silly.
Don't encourage them.
So with that being said, so like I said, we decided to do a family style.
Right.
What I meant by that was children actually were at our wedding.
Yes.
I know that that's a big thing.
Oh.
For a lot of
couples. Go back and forth on that.
Yes. Now, I would say this. If you are renting a banquet facility, if you have rented a banquet facility, it definitely is cheaper, of course, to not include children. So we totally understand that. Yeah. That is not an offensive thing, with the exception of the flower girl, the ring bearer, or, niece and nephew, whoever, godchild or whatever that you have in the ceremony. not a problem.
Not
totally
a problem.
Understood.
Yeah, we understood.
And absolutely respect that.
Right.
That's fine. The other thing that people should also respect is when you're sending out the invitations, if you're sending it to someone that is single, like for instance, a single family member, a single coworker, whoever, a friend, and you don't have room to actually have them have a plus one, it's okay if you still want to invite them, but you just, maybe need to have a sidebar conversation and explain why they're not allowed to bring a plus one because it's tight, but you do want them to still come to the wedding.
Because you want them to celebrate that day with you.
Exactly.
And, you just want to be transparent.
Yes.
Keep it real.
So that's, I wanted to say that part. So listen, I mean, even now with COVID-19, I've seen a couple of weddings on social media, and I think it's pretty cool how people are doing it outside, in a garden, at a park.
Love,
still
won't die.
Love is prevailing. You know what I'm saying?
With it.
So listen, to you couples out there who are stalling, ooh, baby, what is good? Okay, what I mean by that is, you done set a date, then you set another date.
The date.
Then you set another date. Then you said, wait a minute, 2 years from now, I can't find the right place. I can't find the right dress. I don't know about the venue.
We want a house.
The budget, this, that, and the third. Listen,
Luther graduate first.
Luther said, love won't let me wait. So
love won't let me
I'm trying to understand what's going on here. Come on with the I do.
Come on with the I do.
Come on with the papers. Come on. She's got papers. Come on, put papers on them.
Listen.
Put papers on them.
And
put papers on them.
Listen, it's time. Somebody need to hear this right now. It's time to take that next step.
Yes, do it. You know what I'm saying? No more excuses. On a serious note, seriously, this is 2020. We lost a lot of people, with this COVID-19, and we're continuing, unfortunately, to lose people with this international pandemic that is taking lives, families,
that's
loved
real
ones.
Talk, though.
Hey, make the moment last, right?
Ooh.
Create the moment. I'm not telling you to just jump out and go marry someone. This is for people who are already engaged.
Yeah.
And this tip is for people that are already engaged who have played around with dates. Because I don't want you guys to think that Loves TWS is telling you to run out and marry the first person you see.
Yeah, and just keep it moving
but
on, whatever.
Those that are right there.
Yes.
Right there.
You know who you are.
No more excuses.
You know who you are.
No more excuses.
No more excuses.
Two becomes one.
Right.
And go ahead and do it.
Just
go ahead and
do it like Nike.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And there are, honestly, there are so many different benefits to being officially married. Which some people, say, hey, it's the same, but it's not. Go for it. And you will definitely see. See. So, so like I said, just talking about that whole wedding experience.
Right. We could get into a little bit about wedding day. You know what I mean? Because I got a question for you when we,
Okay, well, that's fine. Well, listen, guys, stay tuned to our cooperative economics spotlight for the month of July. Our sister, Rashonda Cunningham's BMR.
BMR Beauty.
Yes, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Hey, loves, welcome back. Yes.
So listen,
come on,
Alonzo. What actually stuck out like on the wedding day? Like what?
For me?
Yeah, what stuck out for you on the wedding day?
I could say when the doors open and I first saw your veil.
Okay.
I first saw your veil. Let's go. I seen the veil, and I was like, ooh, because we can't see anything before the day. So when I saw the veil and you started to walk in, I was like, keep it together. Keep it together. You know what I mean? I'm nervous. I'm trying to like, you know what I mean? I'm sweating. And it felt like, dun, 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 like that took like 100 years. The clock felt like it was just like, woo, woo,
really?
Woo, waiting for you to come down. I was like, all right.
Oh, my soul. You so
let's go. That, you asked me what stuck out. I'm like, I remember that. I'm like, as soon as I heard it dun, 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 I saw you come in and I was like.
Thank God you didn't faint.
It took forever to get there, but you were so beautiful.
Oh, thank you, my love.
So,
okay. All right, people.
So beautiful.
Yes.
Yes, still beautiful. Come on with it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, so for me...
I can ask you the same thing. Like,
I was going to say,
for you?
For me, it was a lot going on the wedding day. You know how, like,
in your head. The wife, the bride, it's a lot. It's a lot.
The bride, like, people are supposed to kind of, like, quote unquote shelter you or keep you
calm and stuff like that.
And all of that. Listen,
right.
I had a lot going on. I had girls with hairdo malfunctions or stuck at the salon.
Right.
Then I thought my fiance was getting cold feet because the limo came to us later than
I forgot the marriage license. We was on limo. I had to make the limo bus a turn on us.
Where we had two.
Well, we was only like 2 blocks away.
No, I don't want to hear that. 2 best men, 2 maid of honors.
They thought I had it.
And how you gonna forget the marriage?
I thought they had it.
How you gonna forget the marriage license? Okay.
Woo!
And I'm standing out there, like he said, in the hot sun, taking pictures. Waiting for the
Listen,
cars
y'all can't
to
do
come
it without me.
All this other stuff, and we trying to figure out what is going on. I'm like, I know it shouldn't take this long for him to leave there.
Yes,
drop them off at the church hall, and then come back. And so yes, but then once I got there, another thing happened. It wasn't like set up the way that we wanted it to be. Oh, they
jacked up the whole arrangement of the tables and everything.
The tables and the DJ, the placement of all that stuff was kind of jacked up. So when initially knowing myself coming down the stairs, I was just like, at first, like a little pissed, but then I had to get it together when I saw my husband.
Come on.
My future husband sitting there waiting for me, all my friends, all my, family, mom, everybody. Just oh my God, you look beautiful.
Yes.
So I had to get it together and try not to cry tears, mess up makeup and all of that good stuff. In turn, it turned out to be a really, really great day. Reception was off the chain.
Yes.
We had Soul Train Lime. All that good stuff. And food and fun. And...
Hold up. Another funny story, though, about me. Throwing the garter belt.
Oh, God.
Now, watch this, though. Like, you got that uncle, or you might got that aunt. They older, but they still players. So, I had my Uncle Chuck. Now, I've got the garter, you know what I'm saying? Like, where we was at, the ceiling wasn't like, so high, right? So I couldn't be, and the garter's light, so I couldn't do like a throw back. So I had to do like a line drive on the back joint so to try to get it far. Landed right in my uncle's hand. I said, no. Do over.
Terrible.
Do over, but he didn't want to let me do it. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was like, no, we did do it over. We did do it over, but that was funny.
It was unfair.
That was unfair.
It was
like I threw it right to him.
Right. It was crazy.
I was like, man, that wasn't meant for you.
Yes, and I would also say, as a suggestion, that we tried to get all of our photos and all of that out of the way during the reception.
Yeah, like get your pictures
because we like to party.
Yeah.
So we were like, listen, once we get ready, once I took the veil off, once I took all that, I'm like, listen, I don't want to put my shoes back on. I don't want to do all that stuff. I want to be on chill mode. Right. Let's get it. Let's
do everything we need.
Get it out of the way. So you can actually try to enjoy your reception and, enjoy your new life with your new love, your spouse, all of that good stuff. Or whatever the case may be, and just try to go around and greet your guests and all of that good stuff. So, like I said, hopefully, this helps you guys.
And
with
this stuff is really customary, but
it is.
People don't tell you this though. They don't tell you the basic stuff like you know, what you got to do.
Yeah,
but
so we're going to get into our 3 points.
Our 3 points. Let's go. Come on with these 3 points here. Come on with these 3.
And hopefully it'll help you guys
yes.
or whatever. So point number 1.
Point number 1. Let's go.
It says no pressure, right?
No pressure.
Organization is key.
Yes. When you in your wedding day, leading up to your wedding day,
yes.
and you're planning and everything you're trying to do to get things in order,
yes.
you know, take the pressure off.
Yeah.
Take the pressure off.
Yeah, it's your day.
It's your day. It's your day. Yeah. And I know it sounds crazy, like, because you're going to be nervous anyway, trying to get things done, but have the proper people in the proper places.
Listen, there's no such thing as a perfect dress,
right?
Perfect tux. I mean, you're gonna look good in it, but I'm saying there's nothing that's gonna be absolutely perfect. Whatever your decision was on how you decided to have your wedding day ceremony,
right?
Like I said, whether it's small or large. Whether you decide to elope or you have this big, you know, cathedral style type of wedding, that is your choice.
That's your choice.
But just make sure that you have the things organized, no pressure.
No pressure.
Use your wedding planner or a close family member, friend, or whatever to help you keep things, you know, in pocket that's trustworthy, so that you don't have to be trying to worry about all of that on your special day.
Right, right. Minimize the pressure.
That's right.
Minimize the pressure. Right. That leads us to our second point.
Yes.
Which is use your resources.
Yes, use your resources.
You got to use things that you have available to you.
Yes, you do. You do.
During the planning stage and everything.
Yes, I will definitely say that we had a lot of assistance with our wedding because our families on both sides were very, very happy for us. I think the families haven't had at the time a wedding in a while.
Yeah, in a while.
And like I said, we both come from large families. So one of my mom's sisters, one of my dear aunts, Sarah Annie, she actually paid for my veil.
Yes.
Our dear Aunt Hazel, she decided that she wanted to buy our wedding cake. That was our gift, her gift to us.
Yes, thank you.
So it was like a lot of different things, you know, that happened like that. Shout out to my big sis Taryn, who actually had a catering company at the time. I think she still does.
That's all right. Shout out to Taryn.
Yes, Taryn, and she actually catered our whole entire wedding. Yes, we did pay her.
Yeah,
my
sister
did
free.
not do it for free.
Right. But that's a resource.
Right, it was a resource. And we decided to basically, you know, do cooperative economics and keep the money in the family. Right. So she was able to do that for us, and we were very grateful, you know, for that. So I'm like, you know, it's cool. I mean, my mother-in-law, like, she found us the DJ, or somebody knew the DJ. So it was like, you know, definitely kind of come around, you know,
but
if you have a family photographer, all those things.
When we say use your resources, it's more or less kind of letting people into your love and what's going on so that they can have input. Give them the space to have input. Yes. You know, don't try to be so, you know, matter of fact with things all the time.
Or
you need those
trying
resources.
to make it seem like it's a magazine wedding. Right. You're not an own, okay? Shout out to Oprah.
Big shout out to Oprah.
But you know, this is not an old magazine wedding, so listen, hey, do what you got to do.
Is practical lessons,
and it doesn't have to mean that it has to be cheap. It definitely can be absolutely great quality.
Sure.
But sometimes if you do use your connection and your resources, like we're admonishing you to do, it may allow you to save a lot, which kind of goes into our last and final point on tonight, which is there is a life after the wedding day.
After the wedding day.
So, you want to, you know, in your wedding day without owing anybody anything.
If at all possible. You know, because you're going to have to survive. You're going to have to push through. You're going to have to live. And we ain't talking about like just bills, you know, or paying for the wedding. We're talking about life.
Right.
You know, and living your best life.
Exactly.
You
and
know?
you're going to start a life with each other.
Come on.
New house, new apartment, whatever
you got going on.
Yeah, exactly. Moving expenses, all of those good things.
All those things. The honeymoon. Let's go.
That too. So listen, and we had all of that. We had all of that.
Thankfully, we're grateful to have it.
We
too.
are grateful to have had it. But again, like I said, we left the facility. And had our night stay out here in the States, and then a week later we went on a whole week honeymoon. But we didn't owe not one vendor. Okay,
Thank you.
Not one person.
Thank you.
Anyone that did anything on our wedding day was absolutely paid in full. By the time our wedding day arrived, if they weren't paid in full prior to it.
And so, even though there's going to always be like that last minute thing, something that you just like, oh man, I forgot that, or I did, but it's going to work out.
Yes, absolutely.
It's going to come together.
It's going to come together. Again, you just don't want to have that bill. And I know a lot of couples have had it. Some people are still paying for their weddings. I don't understand why. What happened? But
that just adds stress.
Right. That is definitely added stress on a new marriage and for newlyweds. And especially if you were kind of like us. Well, I think my student loan was paid off already, but yours wasn't. Listen, you don't want to. You got a whole bunch of stuff going on. So listen. There is life. There is life after the wedding day. Yes. So those are the 3 points for tonight.
Let's go.
And listen, guys, we want you to stay tuned for our lyrical lesson this week. It's very special to us.
Very special.
Donnie Hathaway.
Come on with it, Donnie.
You were meant for me.
R.I.P.
Stay tuned.
No one else could come between this love I know, 'cause I'll never let you go.
Right, let's go, Donnie Hathaway. You were meant for me. You start off like this. You say, you were meant for me. No one else could come between this love I know. Because I'll never let you go.
Never let you go.
Never let you go.
Never.
You know what I mean? So like you were meant for me is that knowing, right? It's kind of, people call it soulmates, when you meet. But listen, you also know that nobody else could come between that love.
You mine.
You know what I mean? You two are together. It's about y'all.
I got paper.
Come on, Donnie, let's go. He says, you and me, it seems, never have a problem we can overcome.
That's right.
Because you'll always be the one.
Always be the one.
Now, listen, Donnie already schooled us. He said, we'll never have a problem we can overcome. That just letting you know that there's going to be problems, right? There's going to be challenges in loving relationships, right? But what he say? It'll never be that bad that we can't overcome it together.
That's right.
Come on, Donnie. Let's go. What else you talking about? He said, never thought I'd be so happy. Loving you has made me feel so fine. I can see my friends turn green with envy. Every time I tell them, I'm so glad you're mine. You know what I mean? It's like, boom, like, your relationship, your love, shines.
Yes, it does.
When people see that, they gravitate to it. They may be envious of it. Not so much. We know what envy can entail, but just in a positive way. Something that they want to reach for, right? Something that they want to maybe have in their lives.
They want the same love. They want someone to say that you were meant for me. That's what they want. That's what we all want. But I'm gonna tell you, listen, I've heard Layla say, shout out to Layla Hathaway.
Layla, what's up, Layla?
The phenomenal Layla Hathaway.
Yes,
I heard
Miss
her say
Layla.
that this song was actually, her dad did not write it for lovers or for married couples.
Come on with it.
But we chose it anyway. And when you guys listen to it, it is a little melancholy.
Donnie Hathaway.
But it's a special song to us because, again, it's about the lyrics of the song.
Yes, come on, lyrics.
So hopefully you guys enjoy the lyrical lesson on tonight. You were meant for me. Hopefully you guys got some kicks and some laughs and you learned some things about that whole marriage day, the whole wedding day. Excuse me, preparation and just kind of getting it together. And there's life after the wedding.
There's life after the wedding.
Listen, guys. We want you to stay tuned. Please, share, like, subscribe, comment.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of comments, listen, guys.
Yes.
I don't know if you know, but for people that actually watch Love CWS. On the nights that it does premiere, which is every Wednesday
at 9 p.m.
At 9 p.m.
Yes.
We are actually on watching with you all.
Yes.
And there is a button, comment button that you can actually chat, and it says live chat.
Yes.
Live chat with Love CWS.
Yes, you can talk to us. So
click on that button at 9 p.m. and we will chat right along with you.
Yes.
It's similar to Facebook Live and Instagram Live.
Same
you
thing.
can actually chat along with us, send us your comments, questions, feedback.
Right. And those that are used to YouTube, you know that you can also leave a comment after the show premieres. We'll definitely get back to you.
Yes, and we do
with
respond.
That.
It
Yes,
is
we
us,
do respond.
absolutely responding.
Right.
Yes, and then also you can log on to the website www.lovecws.com. Again, pre-order the shirts.
We have merchandise.
Yes, we do.
LoveTWS.com again.
Absolutely.
Go check it out right now.
Yeah, check that out.
Yes.
And again, like I said, we have a surprise for you guys in August.
Ooh,
we cannot wait. Oh my
really
goodness.
Nice. We're so grateful.
Something is going to be cooking.
Yes. Awesome.
So listen, guys, we love you all.
We love y'all.
Peace and love.
Peace and love. And you have
now reached.
You now reached.
Huh? You just reached.
You just reached the right spot.
Love's the right spot.
Love's the right spot.
See you guys next Wednesday.
Be inspired to be great.
Yes.
Peace and love.
Welcome to Love's the Right Spot.
Hey.
Love the right spot. Lap. Love the right spot. Love the right spot. Lap.